Hi everyone, this is Hilde Larsen coming in from Norway for a short live with an update for you on what's going on right now. I was live earlier today, but it didn't go through, so I'm not going to use particular words in this one. But just to let you know that I am more interested in what you can actually do with what's going on right now than what you cannot do. I am more interested in solutions than restrictions. I'm more interested in empowerment than disempowerment. I don't care about guilt or victimizing. I'm more interested in growth, how you can strengthen yourself, and what you can gain from any situation happening in your life. That's what I really wanted to come back and do this live, because I felt it was important to drop in right now to see how you can empower yourself through the words that I'm going to share with you, because I have 10 points. I have 10 things that is happening in your life right now that you can use to utilize something good for growth and change, which is inevitable. We have to know this. Change is always inevitable. Everything changes all the time. But now we're going through changes we didn't plan. And this is when we panic. Now, first of all, number one, more me time, more you time, more alone time for a lot of us has been created at this time. For me as well. Because if you have a business, a lot of people have a lot less to do because people are afraid. They're not signing up. They're not showing up. They don't know what to do. They're running around waiting for things to calm down, to change. There could be all sorts of reasons for that. It could be economical. It could be mental, emotionally. It could be your specific issues knocking on your door, showing yourself more. But the me time that's created from that is freaking amazing. So instead of talking about everything that we can't do or everything that we should have done, where we should have been, including me that was supposed to be in Florida right now, I was supposed to be in Sedona, I was supposed to be in LA, I was supposed to be drinking fresh coconut water right now, sitting on a beach, having a completely different experience. All of a sudden, it changed to something different. But I can choose how I deal with that. And the extra me time that came with this, I have spent cultivating what I needed to do more. I have spent more time quiet than I needed to do. I have spent more time contemplating areas of my life which I needed to do. I have spent more time creating courses, which was long time coming. I spent more time with my members because I have more time to do that. So it's amazing what you can do with your extra time. And what most of us need is rest. Rest and silence. Okay, that's number one. Number two, we now are served with the opportunity to think more about what we're doing with our lives. How are we living this life? Is it good? Is it up to your standards? Is it your vision? Is it your freedom? Are you doing something with your life that you'd rather not? Are you happy with where you're at? Are you happy with your work? Are you happy with your relationships? Are you happy with your living situation? You can revisit everything now. Why? Because we're forced to. Once you step away from running to work every morning, taking care of kids and parents or grandparents, friends, everything you put yourself up to. I mean, this is all choices from a mind that wants to achieve, that wants to do good, that wants to be so everything for everyone, looking fabulous. People are freaking out now because the hairdresser is closed. This is a sign of where we're at. And I see a lot of people now really going through, this is my life? That's number two. Number three, from that comes the planning of a better life, the planning of what it is that you wanted to do. So instead of staying still, being fearful about this situation, we can use it to plan something better, to visualize, to make a vision board, to write down 10 things to be grateful for, to write down 15 wishes that you have for the future, and then start looking at that, thinking, oh, so what is it that I can do right now to walk in that direction? Number 4, we now call each other more. We Skype more. We pick up the phone easier to talk to people that are far away from us, that we haven't talked to in a long time. It's easier for us to relate to what it feels like to be isolated, to be by ourselves. We all know someone that spends a lot of time alone, but it's not until we're in the same situation that we can really relate. And that goes through the whole life cycle that we live. Without having any experience in directions, it's hard to put yourself in. Well, I mean, if you've experienced suffering, of course, you can relate to others people's suffering without having to been in the exact same situation. But you cannot put yourself in another person's shoe until you've been pretty close to the experience. So now that everybody's in the same boat, so to speak, now that everybody is struggling with lack of freedom to move around, then we become more gentle and understanding and compassionate towards those who has this more as a regular life. So this is a great opportunity to learn from that moving forward. Number 5, we are now being more creative. We are creative when we are in fear of our future, meaning we start getting creative when we have to think of different solutions. So maybe what you've been doing to earn money for food and shelter now changes because you realize that you're really vulnerable, and maybe you see other opportunities now coming forth to you. You start being creative with your time. I see people that never painted before started painting. People are starting to create music. Creativity comes when there's time and when there is the force to change. Very positive triggers for our whole beings. This is moving us forward, not backwards. Anyone thinking this is moving us backwards? Is a setback? No, heck no. This is no setback. This is a golden opportunity. No matter what it feels like right now, even those feelings, they're the struggle that we need to honor because they're teaching us something about ourselves that we can work on to grow. Number 6, we are starting regimes right now. We are starting to do better with our health. Why? Because we're seeing how important it is. So if you weren't running your perfect business, now you'll see how vulnerable that part of your life is. If you're in a relationship that isn't working and you go locky down with that person or persons or people, you'll really see what's going on a deeper level. It becomes even more clear. It amplifies. Whatever wasn't working amplifies. Whatever is working also amplifies. So you'll see and feel even better about the good stuff, and you'll feel even worse about the bad stuff. And that's okay, because that's your GPS. So now that you're also operating from fear of your health, or maybe you are, maybe you're not, but if that's you, then you can realize that this is a message to you that it's time to step up and become more confident about your body, about the system that is running the body, about you, the thinker, and the emotional embracer. You can realize right now that I need to be on top of this. I need to build strength. I need to execute. I need to sign up for the membership group. I need to sign up for that course. This is what I need to do so that I am empowered within myself and my own health. So this is a great positive that comes from a situation where you feel disempowered. You're given the opportunity to sort this out within you. So if you feel entangled in something that doesn't feel empowering, you're now gifted the opportunity to untangle yourself. Okay, number 7, we're seeing how important family is. Family is everything, meaning support is everything, meaning family will give you a sense of belonging, community, support in that sense that you can be safe. Now, remember this, family doesn't have to be biological. And I know a lot of you out there don't have that. A lot of you have estranged biological family members. It doesn't matter. There is a lot of family out there. You get to choose your family. And maybe this is the time to look to look over again at family issues, where you can think, maybe this wasn't as bad. Maybe there's just some forgiving that needs to be done. But also remember, when there's abuse involved, you'll be even stronger. It'll be clearer to you, so you can walk away easier. You can embrace the good, the love. There's so many people out there that love you, that care about you, that want you in their tribe, in their family. And this is the time to honor that, because we see how important it is to never feel alone. And we never are, and you never are. None of us are. We're always stronger together, and we are together in this whole situation. Now, number 8, I also see how powerful our mindset is. We get to learn this now. Now, everything you ever learn through spiritual practices or videos, my videos or somebody else's, books, my books or somebody else's, you've read about this. The mindset, how important it is. Now we get to execute. We get to experience this. You can wake up a day in your life feeling like crap, really from fear, being worried, being fed up with the whole situation. This is just enough. I've had it with this. Or blaming someone for the situation. Or you can wake up on the exact same day, take control, and empower yourself. Do better, move more, change your diet, change your mindset. Add an extra regime to your body, start working out. If you can't do that, wiggling your toes, opening up the window, listen to a bird. This is the empowerment. And this is what we see right now. This is the opportunity. Why? Because we get stronger through struggle. This is how we grow. Every new invention, everything that humanity ever did to grow and get better comes from struggle. It comes from the creativity that is downloaded through necessity. And right now, we need to step up in so many ways. Nature and Mother Earth needs us as we need it. Okay, number 8. That was the mindset. Number 9. This is also an exercise on how we deal with change. So this is change put up top of us. We didn't know this was coming. We're walking down the street. All of a sudden, oh, my life has changed. My day has changed. My summer has changed for sure. This year has changed. And we didn't get to plan it. Now, how do we react to this? This is a test. This is an exercise. You can't know until you're in the middle of it. You can think, oh, I'll handle that fine. I'll just do this. I'll be good. You can't plan for something that there's no planning for. And I don't care how much, you thought you put everything to, there's nothing that we can do that will plan for the change that we will feel within ourselves. But it's an interesting exercise, an interesting observation. It's a beautiful time to live through, to get to know you better, to learn more about you. What is this telling us about us? How do we deal with this change? How do you personally deal with this change? For myself, I have loved it. I have noticed that I still had issues dealing with downtime. Great lesson. And number 10, last one. People are becoming more authentic. Because when you take away the hairdressers, the Botox people, when you take away the need to dress up, get into the suit every morning and get out, when people start not caring as much about that and rather other values in life, it's contagious in a very good way, and we're seeing this. And yes, for me, after years and years of coloring my hair organically, mind you, for the last probably 10 years, and I have a separate video going on YouTube about this topic alone, I decided I would go gray. Now, I've been thinking about this for a while, so I couldn't say the situation was the whole thing, but I was inspired. I was inspired by how my life changed. I was inspired by the opportunity to go even deeper within myself. So these are the 10 points that I see great value in during these times. Let me recap really short before I let you go. Number 1, more me time. Number 2, more thinking about the life that you're living. 3, planning a better life. 4, more calls and connections with people you haven't seen or talked to in a long time that might need you. 5, you become more creative. 6, you start a health program or regime, or you sign up for a painting course or writing course. You do something different to better yourself. You jump on what you've been waiting to do. Number 6, that was it. Number 7, you are seeing how precious family is and you're choosing your family, okay? This is a big one. Number 8, you see how powerful your mindset is. Number 9, this is a perfect exercise in how to deal with change. And number 10, you might do like me, go gray, go more authentic in another way, sign up, join in, and just keep on walking forward, more empowered than walking in. That's what I wish for all of us. Thank you for watching and listening, and I'll talk to you soon. Namaste.